All right, let's get it. Happy Friday, everybody. We are back. We are running late. I apologize. Everything seems to start happening around like 12:45 these days. People coming over, dogs getting stuff. Just madness. But we're back. We're here. We're ready to get to work. Ready to get to painting. Change of stream day. We're going to be painting, finishing up our Valentines special. Probably not finishing, but working on. Small details today, small marks, high chromas, really building in all the missing shapes and spots and areas that are just going to make it feel very dimensional and hold its form as well as look fun. So that's where we're at. That's the plan for the day. Getting back to the painting with our brush kit, and we're probably going to go a little bit over 4, but not a full 30 minutes, but we'll see. As we know, time flies when we start arting. Hair is kind of crazy right now. I might have to do something with it, but for now it's fine, I guess. Yeah, let's see. So this is where we're at. Hold on. I have so many brushes over there that I kind of just get them one by one. Not one by one, but I don't move all hundreds. I get like a handful, right? And honestly, they're all the same brush. Just multiples of them. Three, three, two, four. Nope, 3, 3, 3, 2, and a 1. All the same, so. And that's what we were talking about the other day. It's just kind of one's for a light color, one's for a dark color, different value brushes of each color. Starts to go, just make the painting easier and easier. So today you can't see the palette again. We have to work on that. I think I have to turn it a little more, but I can't really turn it too much more. Yeah, I have to keep it like that. So that's where we're at. That's what we're looking at. So I don't know. As you get farther into a painting, I always like the comparison of like a puzzle, right? Where you have so many pieces that can go everywhere. As you get further and further along, there's only so many pieces that can fit. So you have to be more specific. Only one piece is going to fit there. Only one value, only one shape. But at the start, you can kind of just start throwing pieces around, seeing this. Okay, these are the borders, all that sort of stuff. As you get towards the end of the piece, it starts slowing down. And the same thing, same concept, shapes. They just get smaller and more specific, right? Sorry, the angle's rough, but I have to make sure I can see here. So we've used a little linseed oil here as well. And the other day, our stream on Wednesday, if you were watching, we were moving a lot of the paint around. It was very oily and very wet. It's a little tacky. It can still come off, but like there's places that are much tackier. You can feel it, right? Like a sticky almost, because the oil paint won't dry. It'll just kind of firm up a little bit, right? So that's kind of what we wanted to happen. We are gonna clean a quarter of our palette because we like a lot of the colors and values we have here. I said I was going to record in between. I didn't, obviously. I painted for about an hour and change and then realized I have not been recording. And that was what prompted the idea to kind of get back. Say, well, maybe we'll just do it live then. Let's see. You can feel it in your paint. It goes from like a melted, like a super melted butter to like a nice buttery consistency. I guess that's not really true, because it kind of goes to like a little stickier, right? Didn't know there was gray there. Biggest thing I talk about for palette is you can always try different colors. The best thing you can do is keep it limited to start and add colors as you get comfortable. But the biggest thing you can do is keep things in the same place. Everything changes when you start moving stuff around, because you'll just naturally start like a keyboard and you'll be looking for navy blue and ultramarine, and you'll dip in and it'll be a viridian because you changed the keys. So kind of think of it like that, where if you're learning to play a piano, you're certainly not going to change the keys. Even if you're going to add more, you're going to kind of keep those settled and slowly work them in, right? And it's like anything. I'm using a little bit of white. I'm also using some yellow, because that is like our hip or her hip, right? Let's say it's mine. Say it's a self-portrait. It's very pale in that region, right? I'm kind of putting down these color marks. I like that color. Yeah. Want to pull that right up there. Yeah. Is like that temperature here. Skin tones are really just yellow, red, and a blue, green. Something to cool it down just a little bit, right? They're like super pale oranges. way too bright. We value chroma and hue, right? That's kind of what it is. Chroma is how saturated it is. Hue is the actual color, red, yellow, green. And value is how bright, light, or dark the color is. Easier said than done. Oh, just picked up more gray. There's a lot of gray here. Obviously, it's the part I was working on. It isn't what we want. Better. It's very straight there. Every time I go to curve it, I look back and it's supposed to be kind of a little more straight actually, which is wild. I'm gonna stay over here, but I wanted to kind of check that color there. So I jump around, but you also don't totally want to be just all over the place because I don't totally want this exact same colors all over. It's not going to be the same color everywhere. If every mark you put down is a slightly different color, your painting's going to look very like, and the values are, everything's correct, I should say. It's going to have a very strong feel to it. Because if you take a photo and pull a color from that photo anywhere and then grab right next to it, it's not going to be the same color, right? It just won't be. I don't love that. I'm gonna pull that right in. But again, because of the location, right? Our hip and our hip bone and everything, there's not a lot of skin between the bone. There's not a lot of like blood vessels and just kind of bone and skin, right? So it's not as red and saturated. It's far more pale. Kind of a funny song to have. think this is a little too warm here. Whoa. I have to freshen up my paints here, actually, more than I thought I would. Should clean my palette. See how much of this, a lot of it's usually the paint lasts very long, well, not very long, but it's dried pretty quick here in the time I've just started. Harley, you should figured it was time, you know. Quinn portrait. What's up? How are you? Yeah, a lot of that is dry. Interesting. Oh, I'm happy I noticed now. Get rid of all this shitty gray on here. Okay, I was dreaming yesterday. I felt awful. No, I didn't just. Oh no, long day. That's bummer. At least it's Friday and the weekend time. Nah, I killed to look like that. This is, everybody keeps asking. This is just a self-portrait. That's all this is. That's me. Everybody keeps asking. It's like, who is it? It's like, it's me. What do you mean? It's not. But I almost want to call it a self-portrait. I think it'd be very funny. must be. See, again, that's the. I'm not gonna ever say who it is, so that people are like, wait, is it him? Ah, ah, ah. So that way I have plausible deniability that it might, in fact. Ha ha ha. Ah ha 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 ha. I don't even know why that's funny to me. Did a commission, so just something I'm doing. Nope, this is just for me and my loyal followers. Think we'll be doing a special print release. Why won't this get darker? That's why I don't like talking about what colors I add, because the colors are just never the same. Like I say, I can just put it down and I just know it needs more blue. Wild. Yeah, just a piece I'm working on for the new series. So we're doing a new series. Wednesday streams are our new series. They are in studio day, and this one kind of just kept on just still working on it. Hasn't gone away yet. But yeah, I'm thinking a special print release for Valentine's Day. And then we're gonna go from there. And yeah, our In Studio Wednesdays new series. This is part of the new series, so going from there. I've just been doing, I feel like, so much work. Oh my god. Need my own new brushes. I need my own new brush kit. No, I feel like sometimes when I'm streaming art all the time, it can get very repetitive, and I'm not creating enough outside of the streams where I'm just trying to get my 3-hour sessions in or whatever. So we added watercolor, or not watercolor Wednesday, but we took out watercolor Wednesday and turned it into In Studio Wednesday, so we can you know, continue getting work done. So talented, thank you. I try. I don't think so, but the shower guitars when I call you insected. I just don't have any energy. That's the worst. I mean, to be fair, the shower is not that bad, but tires, that is a big rip. Any day of the week, really. Yeah, getting tires is always such a pain. It feels like the car just sits there and they don't do anything to it when they probably could be doing a lot to it. Get any values here? So, similar to like we talk about, I guess I've probably never talked about this, but similar if you are a golfer, sometimes if you're not getting the colors dark enough or light enough, like you're hitting the putt short or long all the time. So if you're hitting your putt short all the time, you have to hit it past the hole before you ever fix it, right? So if all your values are not dark enough, go in and just do what you think, what you kind of know is wrong. Like, this is too dark, it's not going to work, and put it past the value, and then start seeing it correctly. Because sometimes that's going to be the right value. Right? A lot of sports references. He's my car for work, so it has to be inspected. Oh, it's the worst. Yeah, I always get my car inspected big time because I don't like having stuff that isn't, like, can get me pulled over. I ain't about that life. Cold. Painting her nails red. I don't think so. But it is not decided quite yet. Red Jim Hart. Oh, that's fun. That's a fun idea, actually. Or is yeah, see? That's exactly right. No way to tell. Well. It is, yeah, there you go. That's what I mean. You never know. I'm just going to say model unknown. Follow. No, I don't know. I have to set up the bot. I have to see what Restream has for a bot because I'm on Restream, so I'm on YouTube and Twitch. So there's not really a bot that's active currently. To be honest. I love that color. You can click on my name and see when I follow. Yeah, and on Twitch I think it'll show you, right? I don't have anything open but Restream, which is the worst. Well, Restream I actually really like it, but wow. Too dark, too dark, too dark. It still feels too warm. I can't tell quite yet. Zero ambition. I mean, to be fair, it's a Friday. Can you do anything early tomorrow, or do you need your car by like tonight, tomorrow type time? You could wait till Monday, but I also don't want something to come out of my bank. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And the next thing you know, you're like, uh-oh. Now I am out of money. You're so responsible for not wanting to do anything. Uh, Look at how different of a color. Why? Same pool of paint too. I'm gonna realize like 4 hours from now and be like, oh, I forgot to blank. That's how art works. I really don't have that dirty of a white either. It's pretty, I mean, again, I can get pretty clean white as far as my pool. Can you see the pool? Yeah, it's very cut. But like all this side down more is pretty clean. It's like the same pool of color I was using too, which is what's wild. Must have dipped in something. Guess the longer I put it off, it's gonna take. Might as well go do it now. I just don't want to get dressed. Do it without getting dressed. Just be like a rebel. I don't even know what that means. I probably wouldn't do that. A nightgown on. See, so perfect. You'll be fine then. That's perfect. No one's gonna complain, I'm sure. There we go. Thank God. Who needs pants? That's what I'm saying. I never have pants on when I'm streaming. That's the best part. Keeps it exciting, you know? Little more of a rush. I could never, because I would be totally the person to just like absolutely forget that I had no pants on. Just like stand up and be like, oh, hello. Well, now I'm getting moved to a different channel. The girl streams naked on Twitch and said platforms, but Twitch. Yeah, Twitch did a bunch of stuff now. You can do all that on Twitch, right? There's like an actual adult channel or something, adult section. Is it there like a full like naked part? Wait, you can't see nips or you can? I thought Twitch allowed nips now. I don't think so. So where does one find said channels asking for a friend? Then hypothetically, where would that be? What would we talk about? I thought Twitch. I haven't actually browsed Twitch in a very long time, but for some reason I thought I got an article or an update about Twitch that they were actually allowing some sort of like 18 plus channel or something. And maybe to your point, it wasn't like full nudity. But I can't remember. You can tell she doesn't have clothes on, but can't see anything. So what? It's just like blurry? God, I wish I had tits. Cut that. It's a joke. But man, I'd have so many viewers if I was just topless painting. Which I totally would be. I don't think that's offensive, right? I mean, you do have them nips anyway. Yeah, but I think we can strongly agree there's a big difference between nips and boobs. Like, nips are great, but then you have to figure out whose they are. That's a big part of the nip experience, I would say. What are we even talking about? A fun conversation for a Friday. Still live in Mass? Nah, Brooklyn, baby. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. And I love it. You knew that, no? just might never have come up, I suppose. Was I streaming when I moved? No, I guess not. Transfers be popping. Are you guys wiped yet, dude? All your shit gone? I heard a bunch of people start. I heard everybody was losing characters. Not you duping sons of bitches, I bet. You're gonna have to change painting up. Shit's getting too realistic. Why, you don't think it's gonna be allowed? How many fobs you guys got down? Oh, John, someone tried fobbing and they're gone like 20 minutes. So you getting that content? When do I get to see that content? Far. Damn. Like, I recorded last night. I was on stream tonight, hopefully. Yeah, boy. All right, I'm out of here. Put pants on. It has a draft from my and free ball with no bra. There you go. See, that's a Friday right there. See what you're missing while you're playing these video games, Switch? It's a wild world outside of Ark. Harley, thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for chilling. I appreciate you. I hope you have an awesome, awesome day. And I'll see you soon. Talk to you soon. What are thighs? Like, that is not a Taman arc. So no more Power World then for you, Switch? I feel like that game came and went quick. I feel like those games are just tough when, again, it's just like there's no PvP element. Somebody's painting. Kids play Power World, but it was a fun week. I agree. Hell yeah, I actually agree with that strongly. Posture check. Thanks, Harley. You can see me leaning all weird. Appreciate you chilling, Harley. I hope you have an awesome Friday. Thank you for the love. To get those values correct before we keep going too much further. I was wondering how she's on Twitch. I was wondering how she did a posture check. Yeah, there's definitely stuff you can redeem. No ads on YouTube though, see? That's why I do it this way, so we can outsmart the man. I like providing options, you know? Won't you get fucking darker? What is going on? That's right either. Go Fob Shaz. I was on Twitch. Let me see what I can redeem on Twitch. Oh shit. I got everything covered. Don't you worry. It's all over. That's the love right there. I just pushed that so far. All right. Well, that's enough of this. I don't think there's anything exciting. Oh. Hydrate. See, there's nothing too exciting. I wasn't lying. Sip that beer. I miss Arkin beer with you. You've just abandoned me. For all your cool official friends. So sad. I really thought so just get me distracted. Gonna be getting crunk and gaming, but nah, we could be, you mean? Yeah, dude, you bailed. Nah. You and your official friends are just too cool for me. Harley, I appreciate you. Be safe today and enjoy your day. Thank you for the love. Tell him to join, Harley. We should actually some Battlefield. I don't know if I could play Battlefield anymore. Quantum still does. Impressive. Battlefield isn't bad. It's like Battlefield 1 was the only Battlefield that I played. All the others are booty. Unpopular opinion, but it's true. Oh. Alright, I guess I have to take a break here. That's better. Cool, now I can bring that back out. It's into Power World type games now. You wish. Those 1X, bro, they're crazy. Where's my glove now, Harley? Everybody's bailing. Trying to keep the hand loose, but it's getting a little too loose here. I go, put tires on, rotate them, sounds good. I'm talking to needing an engine off. And Discord call so I could join. I can't type that. Don't know Twitch and driving. Is sound. Why everything's coming out so bright today? This part is what's weird. Gotta be. They'll try. They'll try anything, dude. That's that salesmanship. That undercoating, rust protection, keys. Wait, why do you charging me for my keys? Basically, I'm knocking everything back with a value that's a little darker here. There's just too many sharp lines all throughout here. So I'm kind of trying to get rid of some of those. Right? And I'm going to come in with a dry brush after we take a break here. Gonna use a tire place for only tires. Smart, 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 smart. I used to live in Quincy, Mass. It's kind of a funny area, but it has a big portion of people who really, really, really like street performance cars. A nationality, and it's like one of the highest in the country, actually, which is wild. But ultimately, anytime I would have to go have something done with my car, it was so funny because they were even the most basic little car shop had like shit to trick out your car, like like straight Grand Theft Fast and Furious type stuff. It was really funny. I was like, nah, I just want like basic tires. Yeah, we got you with the run flats, and I'm like, no, I don't, none of that. I have an Acura, bro. But it was so funny because always, no matter where I took my car, there was somebody there getting like some crazy shit done to their car. I'm just moving paint around that's on there. This is a dry, completely clean paintbrush. Paintbrush? And this is really how you can go in and soften edges as well. This is exactly why I talk about needing to get paint on the canvas, right? Because you have to be able to move it around and work it. If there's no paint on here, I can't really do anything to it. You have to fix that little angle, and then I need 5. It shouldn't really be that far off. Kind of why the hand looks weird. Right? fix that part. Still needs more paint. A lot of times, more times than not, the issue is not enough paint. I guess that's kind of a general statement, but usually it's true. It just gets easier to move paint around than have to keep manipulating what's not there. But I have to take a quick 5. Refresh my brain, reset my vision. Your eye starts getting used to what you're looking at and starts wanting to relax quite a bit. And I want to fix this hand quite a bit here, so. Cool. 5-minute break. We will be right back, gang. Please like and subscribe down below if you are enjoying the content. And send this video to a friend while you're there. Invite them to our community. Make their day. Be right back. 5 minutes. my gloves at? Gotta find the glovies. I always paint with gloves. Safer, but also just easier to clean. I hate dealing with my hands all covered in oil paint. Charcoal, I don't mind. Watercolor, I don't mind. Oil paint, I just feel like it takes so long to get off. After I got little Gus, little puppies, I felt like I didn't want like residue, oil residue on my hands. I feel like that's just bad news. Sorry, I just wanted to check for one thing. I didn't know if it was in there. All of a sudden it popped in my head. And it wasn't. Alright. Where were we here? The nail. I'm gonna do that. This will be a little darker here. Okay. I'm gonna make 3 marks, then I'm gonna clean my palette, actually. Maybe not, we'll see. Oh, this. No second? Nope. No second. Putting bed together is so fun. Putting bed together is so fun. Go on. I don't know if we're talking video putting beds together. Oh. It's the best. Actually, bed frames are probably the worst thing I've ever made. Yeah, I think they're the worst thing you can like make. I've ordered a new bed for our daughter's room. They're the worst. They're the worst thing ever. Strongly agree. Unless you're being serious, but you can't be. Ripped the carpet out and started putting wood floors in so they get new beds. Oh, that's fun. Good for you guys. I feel like Calvin has one of those like bunk beds where he like plays games underneath, like with like a TV and a setup underneath. But it's not like a bunk bed. It's like just like set up like a bunk bed, but there's no bed on the bottom level. That's kind of what I picture him in. A loft bed? Yeah, but is that it? I feel like a loft bed, I picture like stairs, like a built-in loft type thing. But yeah, I guess that's what it would be. I mean, it pretty much looks like a bunk bed. Only instead of like the bottom, it's like open and there's like a dress, not like a dresser, but like a cabinet and stuff. Place for a TV, cool little gaming area. I want something to be 8 in September. I'll grow it, and we are. Oh, okay, interesting. Interesting. I don't know these things. That makes sense. We got these beds, like LED lights and stuff. What? It'll be cool as they get older. That'll be dope. I mean, yeah, that's fucking sweet. Who even knew that was a thing? I mean, I guess you guys did, but I didn't. Show a photo in Discord when it's built. Yeah, dope. I like it. Anything with LED. Obviously, we know I like my LEDs. But anything with LED lights is just instantly cooler, obviously. That's not my opinion. That's science. It's actually a fact. It's weird there. For a middle range here. I'm kind of trying to, like I had said before, even a lot of this out, and then I'm gonna fix it. And that's, again, that's like I was talking earlier, that's like the puzzle aspect of a painting. Working on one area, finish it up, can't figure it out, move on. come back to the same area and you're kind of looking for the basic pieces again, right? Still, it should be even darker. Like that. I don't like those marks. I think the reason here is this. Bueno. So values, values, values. I talk about using white a lot, but you do want to try to use colors to change your values if and when possible, right? So dark blues, dark greens. It keeps them fresher. That said, I very often do quite literally the opposite. So. Listening, but assembling, so not typing so much. But he's still here. He's still here. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. The man who gets streams, you know? That's what we're here for. We're not necessarily here to always watch, always listen, but always up. Stay up. That's why streamers ramble. You never know who's listening. Well, I guess that's why I always try to ramble. All right, cool. So see, we're starting to turn that form there. I was talking about darkening, lightening, and darkening colors. So I have a Viridian green, a cobalt blue, and an ultramarine, as well as a alizarin, a permanent alizarin crimson. Those are my dark colors. I use a cad red deep as well, but you're only going to get it so dark with that. And to be honest, that's kind of the color I'll use with black when I cheat. because it's so chromatic that you can kind of get away with using black, but don't do that because it's not good. But ultimately you want to use your blues. I have a green, I mentioned it a little bit before, but a viridian green and an orange make a great like skin tone that's still very almost like an olivey skin tone that's very vibrant. And orange is obviously red and yellow, so it's just a green, red, and yellow. Mentally, you wouldn't think that works, or at least I didn't, but it does, and it's awesome. So I do keep a viridian green. The problem is you can only get the value so dark, so that's why I have an alizarin crimson and an ultramarine deep. And an alizarin crimson and ultramarine deep will actually be darker than a black out of a tube, which is wild. But ultimately, all black is a blue. It's all black paint ever can be. Black isn't actually a color or anything. So when you mix alizarin crimson and cobalt blue to its max value, it's a gorgeous, almost a highlight within a shadow, but not a highlight, like a punch of darkness within a shadow that can really sometimes take things up a notch. So when I'm trying to get a darker color, it's a mix of alizarin crimson or ultramarine deep. That's all. And you kind of bounce back and forth. Alizarin crimson is very cool also. That's why I like the cad red deep, which is also cooler, but keeps a very nice it stays very chromatic. It can stay very chromatic because it's an actual red, right? The cad red medium, or cad red deep, I should say. It's a full cad red. So like this is what happens when you put cad red back in. It'll be very red. We see how red that is? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, you definitely can, because I can on my monitor here. That's just a little bit of cad red. You can actually see how red it makes it. That's cad red deep. So then I just come back in with an alizarin and cool it down. Not quite cool or dark enough. I'm going to add a little ultramarine deep and pull it in. It's almost going to be like a purple. And if I keep mixing this ultramarine and alizarin, right now I have a lot of paint down underneath it, but you'll see how dark it can get pretty quickly. This is with the value, a lighter value than I just put down underneath it. So I'm mixing into it, right? So again, it's only going to get so dark, but you can see there's that beautiful, like purplish red. And then just keep alizarin crimson. You can see how much that value has changed. I might have pushed it too far even, but a good little, like, just I've talked about the alizarin crimson and ultramarine, I feel like, quite a bit, so it's a good little opportunity there to kind of showcase it. That said, I really do like a black and a cad red deep. So all that talk, and just know that I am going to, I feel bad not saying it, but I'm going right back into a black and cad red deep. See, look, you can see, you won't see a difference at all. See, that's why color's so subjective. It's That's why there's the Zorn palette where it's only 4 colors. It's cad red medium, yellow ochre, black. Is it red, yellow, blue? Red, yellow, black? Yellow ochre, cad red medium, and it has to be just a black, I think. Yeah, I think it's white, red, yellow, and black because the black is your blue. And those were the only colors he actually had access to. It's not like he was choosing to use it. That's all. Those are the only pigments he had. And you can see in his paintings as he got famous, the colors change. Because the man got paid. But it's a testament and a practice that everybody does. If you're painting, and if you haven't, you should. Called the Zorn palette, and it's just a very fun palette. And the range of colors you can get are truly pretty incredible. Short of a vibrant green, you can almost get any color under the sun. It's very good for practicing colors and almost practicing realism, because the more realistic you want something to look, you just kind of live in that world of grays. And then you just kind of push in colors as you please, but there is a certain element of most of the world around us is not hyper vibrant colors, right? And so now I'm dipping into my cad red medium right out of the same pool of paint, and it's, I mean, again, this is just a cad red medium. All I've done is take that paint into cad red medium. You can see that value change significantly, right? There was no white added there. It's just another paint color. Now I'm kind of just teaching over here. Sorry. But actually, literally all I did was dip into my cad red medium, put it back down. And now I'm going to dip into yellow deep. Easy enough. And you're changing, you're actually shifting the values. Again, this isn't the right color, but look at the value change. Value's similar. Okay, so it's similar. Now we're getting into a whole nother world, because now we're talking colors that have the same value. And that's when painting starts. That's why a lot of people get intimidated with painting. It's a lot. It's 3 things, right? So I'm at the garage, Vicky Ginger. Getting all dirty. Love it. That's the garage life. And they are playing FFDP. I'm so old. I don't know who that is. I don't know if that's a show, a band. Could be my stream title. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I know Five Finger. Okay. Why you gotta make me look all old? Why you gotta do me like that, Harley? Huh? 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 Over here trying to be cool for the kids. What I used for this paint here, but I have to figure it out. I'm 32. Mike's a young lad. I am at heart. I don't even know what age I am. I get it wrong very often. That's the truth. That's nice of you to say, though, Switch. Unless you're being sarcastic. Switch actually is young. He just turned 30. A baby. Didn't you? Or did you just turn 31? I feel like you've had like 8 birthdays and I've known you a year. Why is that? How does that happen? How does that happen? I don't get this. Deem! What's up, man? The having the building. Teachers are soothing to listen to. Been listening for a bit. Appreciate you. I love hearing that. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Oh, that's the wrong value. Aren't you younger than me? I feel like we always have this. Not even close. Because you don't even remember my birthday. Nah, I feel like it's because you just celebrate your birthday like all the time. The man's just got birthday after birthday after birthday over here. Still in New York? Yeah, boy. Brooklyn, baby. Still loving it. Only a year. I've known you for like 5 years. Gus is living the dream. Now we got Gus and Coconut, so we got a Shih Tzu now. And they are best buddies. Coconut's sometimes actually down here with me because he gets very restless upstairs. Gus is still as cute as ever. I think they just turned 9 though. Getting old. They are the same age, coincidentally, which is awesome. Also, like for a year and a half, 2 when I can. Mostly, quite often. Yeah, you've been here a lot for sure. Yeah, Switch. We met, a year ago now. That's fun. Get two shih tzu mega right now. I think I forgot what they are. There's something like that. Little short, stumpy, cute. It sounds like a shih tzu. A 9. I know they're so grown up. They're so grown up and old and official. Still as crazy as ever. There we go. Cool. Sorry, sweetheart. Oh gosh, I didn't mean to do that. I missed the next button. Oh. Or I hit both and there's no next song. That's better. I remember you getting Gus. It's so fun. Shugandra. Yeah, I mean, you definitely walked into a dangerous little area. Dangerous isn't the word. That's a scary word. I don't mean that. I guess. Are you in Philly? It might be dangerous. I'm not looking, but trying to get that discount. Yeah, try to save a couple bucks. I would definitely be there as well. Trying to save money like that. No, I'm in Scranton. Oh shit, I forgot. That's fun. I forgot you were from Scranton. I royally just messed up my color, see? Art at all stages is an adventure, people. Getting a discount, slippers, jeans. That's exactly how you get a discount. I think the mechanics would appreciate it. Oh, God. I never even knew that was a thing until like a year ago. I got tons of gray sweatpants. I didn't know this. Switch, that mesh tank top would definitely get you a discount, dude. Big time. There's a symbol. That's exactly what happened to me, dude. That's literally how I found out. I was like, what are you talking about? That's not a fucking thing. Yeah, and a quick Google, I was like, oh shit. That's funny. It's not a mesh tank. It's definitely a mesh tank top. Dude, it's definitely a mesh tank. It's okay. If you're gonna rock a mesh tank top, you can't beat. You gotta own up to it. Can't get that value here. It's okay. Keep going around. What's the symbol? I don't know if symbol's the word. It's just, it highlights an aspect. Things become far more visible. Which, no, it's really not like a big, it's not like, yeah, it's not like a big deal. It's the only reason I have gray sweatpants anyway. Show off. Do you still have those? You don't still have them in. Stop sexing the show with the jewels. That is accurate. It's honestly not that bad. 6 bucks a tire. They put on. That's not bad at all. It's not. It's definitely a mesh tank top. First try and told me to get my nails done. I was like, I am not getting my nails done. That sounds horrible. Like, what? I definitely remember you saying you haven't done, which is very funny. Such. Things hurt too much to ever take. Oh, that is so funny, dude. They hurt to take out? I mean, since yesterday. Jesus Christ. That's way too long. Don't get them piercer. I can't take them out. Oh, I gotcha. That makes sense. That makes sense. That is so funny, dude. I was sick yesterday. That's the worst. I did add white to her nail. Yeah. Just to see values here. You know, my first hair feels like tongue still. Ow. You guys are nuts. I'm just a basic mother. Got some tats. Ears pierced. About it. Had my cartilage, but definitely let it close. I always wanted my tongue pierced, but I knew there was no way I was gonna get it done. I had a harder time getting my ears pierced than I did with all my tattoos, which I know that's weird. But it was such a mental thing of the piercing versus tattoos I always enjoyed because it was kind of like therapeutic. Piercings were the worst. You said a lot of piercings, just nipples and tattoos now. Yeah, you said you had a bunch done. Piercing itself didn't hurt. The healing. Oh, yeah, that's what always creeped me out. Everybody I knew that had their tongue pierced, like, it got infected at some point, and, like, just, they said it just fucking hurt. Like, that sounds terrible. We don't realize how much. Oh, I'm sure. My tongue never swelled. I got a pierced and went straight. Oh my god. You're such a liar. All right, so like I did the other day, with all these paintings. I think I followed you and Polly did. That sounds right. 2017, almost 7 years. Yeah, that sounds about right. So I was definitely still like in my basement streaming at the time, which is wild. I had pizza and then regretted it. Oh my god, nothing hurts worse than freshly pierced. Whoa, dude. Oh, I just read your message clearly, if you can't tell from my reaction. Yeah, so like I talked about the other day, I'm just taking a dry, soft brush and running up and down, so I'm changing all the strokes of the painting so that it's not a glare, so I can accurately see everything. I didn't check it on the monitor before, so I don't know how big of a difference it made there, but pretty big deal. So to clean this here. I paid when I got my cartilage pierced. It was Pumpkin Fest at Keene State, and obviously we were all just, you get drunk at like 8 a.m. Terrible, horrible times. But we went to, I also got a tattoo, which is wild. I got like my whole rib tattoo done, and I bet my buddy that he wouldn't get his nipples pierced, and obviously paid for it, and he had them done. And yeah, he had it like ripped out when we were playing basketball. It was pretty funny. Pretty terrible and painful. But it was pretty funny for all of us. He did not put it back in after that incident. Incident. Which was fair. I feel like he had to buy like me beer or something if he took it out, and he did that anyway. So I paid for, I think it was like almost $100, which was like, they definitely just knew we were fucked up and like robbed us, pretty much, just straight up. It was fun though, made for good stories, good times, good laughs. Still telling the story now, see, so that's solid. I did not rip it out. Well, brother, I'll probably stream tonight if we get into some PvP. Stop in if you want to check it out. Hell yeah, dude. Post it up in the Cord if you go live, man. I feel like you always do post it in the media link section, but appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you chilling. I hope the bed goes well. Enjoy your Friday, brother. Still won't darken here. It's funny. Oh boy, missed that. That's just hand-eye coordination gone wrong there. It's gonna happen. This is the same song we skipped already. We're wrapping up here soon too. 15 minutes or so left. To try to tighten up this top part, just the shadow here, and then see where we're at after 5 to 10 minutes here. I am using a little bit of linseed oil just to move my paint around. I like the paint pretty buttery as a consistency. But I'm making sure when I dip into the linseed oil that I'm tapping off a lot of excess and using a lot of pigment so it doesn't get too oily on me. As we saw the other day, it can happen pretty quick. Nothing's wrong with that. You just usually have to work slower and kind of put your brush marks on in different patterns. so that everything kind of sits down accordingly, but it'll all evaporate and dry anyway. So it's not, doesn't really matter. But I do like a linseed. I really like liquin, actually, is probably my favorite medium. The thing about liquin, which is why I like and dislike it, and I think it gets a bad rap from a lot of oil painters because it speeds up the drying process. Sometimes a lot. Like to a couple hours. I guess not hours, but a day or whatever. And ultimately, a lot of people that use oil paint, you're using it to work back into it, right? I haven't found another medium that... that does the same thing to the paint without getting it too oily. Personally. I'm sure everybody's very different in how they work. I shouldn't say I'm sure, I know for a fact. And a lot of times people like a linseed oil, a walnut oil. And those, I love those too. But like I'm saying, the only thing that I tend to overwork is, and it gets like a little too oily for me. Which is a skill issue, fine, whatever. No, I think it's just a, like kind of how I paint more than anything. And like I talked about, I kind of like putting a lot of paint on. Even though I do feel like my paint application is very light, to be honest. Such a little clear there. See, the minute you start kind of blending on the canvas like that, you can see how it starts. It can get scratchy pretty quick. That's all. So more times than not, that's why I spend so much time on my palette. It's not like, again, a fact or whatever, anything. Everybody works differently. But the better artists that I know, the biggest difference isn't in their work speed. It's how much time they spend mixing a color. Because if it's right on your palette and you put it down correctly, you're done. That's all you have to do. So the more time you spend mixing, if you're gonna get it correct, you're really shaving off time from the piece. What people think is you put marks down super fast, and that's kind of how they get that loose look, and that is not the case. It's all very slow and methodical. that we have to fix, but I don't think we're gonna get to it right now. I can tell I'm sinking into the painting when, again, time just goes very quickly, right? And I keep looking up, and instead of like a couple minutes, it's been like 10, 15, 20. I'm like, oh, right then. Okay, I'm gonna put in this gray, right? I kind of just holding my arm here, right? I don't really have a maul stick, as they call it, which is, I guess mine's on the wall. I use my grandfather's cane, actually. But this is a smaller piece, so I don't really need too much of a maul stick. You can kind of just rest your hand on your other hand, hold your arm, and it's far more support than you would think. This part got ugly. I can feel its breakdown. My brain's saying it. I'm definitely gonna finish this off stream, but we'll talk about it on another painting as well. But the biggest thing about going back to an oil painting is oiling it out. And what that means is, after, if I let this sit for even a couple hours here, you'll notice that your black and your colors will set in and turn very, very matte. And it's not going to be the correct values at that point. So you have to go in and oil it out with, again, a linseed oil, a walnut oil, and all that means is just brush a very thin layer of oil on it. You can do it in the area you're working on. Do the whole thing. Either works. But ultimately, you won't see your values correctly. The black's going to turn like a gray that's just wrong. And doesn't really exist in your piece. I've had this happen, and then I went to varnish it at the end. When you varnish it, it's two totally different colors. I had to remove the varnish and fix it like entirely from scratch. Okay, and now I'm just fucking things up. So we're done here. Again, your brain will tell you when it's break time. And listen to it with artwork. This is what we call noodling. Good example. When to stop. Break time. Nope, not break time. Stream time. That's where we're gonna wrap it up today, gang. Subtle changes all day. That's kind of what happens with the paintings at this point, right? It's all very small marks, like we talked about, very specific pieces that are gonna complete the puzzle. And it's just about finding those right shapes in that right color at this point, which is the funnest part of painting, but it's slow depending on what kind of piece you're doing, right? So that was a good day of painting, examples, progress, tightening it up. We're going to continue tightening this up, a couple more broad strokes up here, and then we're kind of done. So again, it's, what's the wording? It's that like last 5 to 10% that's going to make it, that's going to take that paint to the next level, right? At any point, you're like, okay, it's done. Really focus and make sure it's done, because you don't know what you would do to make it any better versus it's done because I'm just kind of done with it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when you're finished, it's that last 5 to 10%, sometimes 3, 7%, whatever it might be, a couple marks, but they're all so small. Might be 50 marks, but they're so small. Has less painting than you've done the whole time, and it's going to change the whole piece. So keep that in mind. Be sure to check out the stream so you can see the progress as well, and we'll post up the final one in Discord and on our socials. Be sure to check that out. And until then, we'll be back Monday next week for Gestural Monday, I think is what we're doing. We'll see. It's in the schedule, so just check it out. And I hope everybody has an awesome weekend. Enjoy your Friday. And don't do anything I wouldn't do. While you're here, like and subscribe down below. Hit that share button and send this video to a friend. And most importantly, until next time, stay healthy and stay happy. Much love, gang.